Welcome back. I help faith-driven women break cycles, find clarity, and step boldly into their calling. If that's what you've been searching for, you're in the right place. Let's get into today. Hey, good day, good day, good day. I want to welcome you to today's video, and we're going to just get right on into our topic for today, and that is why most women fail at stewardship. God never called you to manage chaos. He called you to steward peace. And most women don't fail at purpose, they fail at stewardship. And it's not because they don't care. Oh no, but it is because that they are trying to carry things that they were never assigned to manage. Stewardship is one of the most misunderstood principles in the kingdom. We think that stewardship means everything, managing everyone, staying productive 24/7. But that's not stewardship, that's control. And most women fail at stewardship because they're operating from survival and not strategy. You're juggling, reacting, and managing out of guilt instead of out of alignment. So, listen, you can't steward well what you were never called to hold. So, let's go ahead and get right into our DDB life keys on today. So, let's start with discern where your stewardship went wrong. Somewhere you confused ownership with stewardship, and you thought that success depended on your strength instead of God's strategy. Maybe you had a family pattern. Maybe you grew up watching women carry everyone else's burdens, believing that exhaustion equals responsibility. And yes, let's go ahead and talk about church conditioning. You may have been praised for saying yes to everything, serving, showing up, fixing it all. So now you mistake busyness for faithfulness. But the psychological truth is over functioning. It feels safe when you fear disappointment or rejection. But God never asked you to own outcomes, only to manage obedience. So, the discernment tool I want to share with you today is to ask yourself, what am I managing that God never asked me to? We got to ask ourselves that question. If it produces anxiety instead of peace, then guess what? It's not your assignment. Let's get into our second life key, dismantle. This is where we expose the lies that sabotage stewardship. Four lies I want to share with us. The first lie is if I don't handle it, then no one else will. Well, guess what? The truth of the matter is, you are not the source. You're a vessel, and God multiplies what you surrender, not what you control. Lie number two, stewardship means saying yes to every opportunity. The truth is, stewardship includes selective obedience because every yes costs you something, your time, your energy, your peace. So you've got to choose wisely. Lie number three, well, if I'm not busy, I'm not productive. The truth is, busyness is not fruitfulness. Peace will always be the proof of proper stewardship. Lie number four, well, I can't rest until everything is done. The truth of the matter is, everything will never be done. Listen, rest is obedience, not indulgence. So, to give you something practical, I want you to write down all of your current responsibilities. And next to each one, I want you to label it assigned, assumed, or attached. Anything marked assumed or attached, it may be a burden and not a stewardship. Okay. Now let's get into our third Our third life key, and that comes from build. You have to establish a rhythm of healthy stewardship. So I'm going to give you 5 steps for that. Step number 1 is redefine success. Stewardship is not doing everything, it's doing what God actually gave you with excellence and grace. Step number 2 is create systems of accountability. I want you to review your commitments weekly and ask, does this still align with my season? And if it doesn't, then you know what you need to do. Step number 3 is to set capacity limits. Assign boundaries to each area of your life. Because listen, you can't pour from a dry cup and still try to call it stewardship. It just doesn't work that way. Step number 4 is to simplify your stewardship flow. That means you look at your assignments and your responsibilities and you break the large responsibilities into small, manageable actions that can be scheduled with ease, right? Step number 5 is to integrate rest into your system. Listen, Sabbath isn't optional. Our Sabbath is sacred to us, and you're stored in your soul when you rest. So the spiritual truth is true stewardship, it protects your peace and it multiplies your capacity. That's what it does. But chaos is going to consume it. God isn't asking you to carry more. He's asking you to carry it differently. Stewardship without structure, it leads to burnout every single time. But stewardship with alignment, it leads to peace every single time. Now you know I'm always going to throw in how I use AI as a tool. Listen, you can use AI as a stewardship assistant, and I do this with my wellness coach, GPT. I want you to ask it to help you to organize your responsibilities by priority. For example, this is a prompt that you can give it. You can say, list my weekly tasks by importance and suggest what I can delegate or automate. And then let technology carry what doesn't require your anointing. So, this is how you master stewardship. You discern what's truly yours, dismantle the lies that make you overfunction, and build rhythms that keep your life in alignment. Because stewardship is not about doing more, it's about managing well what matters most. So stop carrying what God never called you to. And I want you to go ahead and to register for our October 21st Masterclass. This is where I'll show you how to build a lifestyle of stewardship that brings peace instead of pressure. So that link is going to be down in the description, and you can also scan that QR code there, and it will take you over to the site to get registered. Well, I pray that this has been a blessing to you. I look forward to connecting with you again on tomorrow. Have a blessed rest of your day. If today's message spoke to you, don't stay stuck another year. Book a call with me today. The link is in the description. And before you go, keep watching by clicking the next video on your screen. I'll see you there.